Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate my team I've been using with Faruzan. It's going to be quite unique, I admit, because I've got a 5-star for Sucrose as well, which wasn't intended. It's something I just got annoyed with, and actually my luck completely turned around and I got the weapon I actually wanted, which was the Thundering Pulse. But that's a different topic in a different video. I'm just going to do some main demonstrating this team here. I'll quickly go over this. I've seen quite a lot of controversy online again over Faruzan. People talking about she needs 300% energy recharge and 200% recharge, and I'm just sitting there going, who are you? And I think they're Sacramouche people. I think they're people that got the new 5-star and they just want Faruzan to be what she's kind of advertised as, to be like his support, and they don't want to care about using her kit. They just want to pop her ultimate to get the damage boost. I assume that's the controversy there, and if it is, I can kind of understand it, but again, you're kind of missing out on her kit if that's what you're going for. That's not, in my opinion, the best way to do it. So I've actually ended up, having this 5-star spare, this Amos bow. I've seen quite a few people have it. If you've got the luxury to have it, then that's obviously probably why you clicked on the video. So thank you very much. But I initially had it with a stringless. She came with a stringless, and that still works very much. That's very good as well. I mean, it increases skill and elemental burst damage by 30%. Obviously, the more refinements, the more damage that does. So it's a great weapon. It's a great weapon. Fortunate enough now to have 2 of them. I just put the one actually I did get onto Collie. But the Amos bow for Faruzan, she scales on attack. I'm not going to go over her talents here. I'll go over my artifacts. I'm still building her artifacts. I think what I'm actually going to do is I've taken her to 80, and she's got a 5-star weapon. So what I'm most likely going to do is I'm going to take up her anemo damage ping here to 20, even though it's not the best. It might get defense. We'll see what we get on that. And I'm going to take her crit rate piece as well. Even though that's again not great, I'll probably take that up to 20 until we get something better. But I'm going to work on that in the next few weeks. Energy recharge, I could do with a better one than that, but it works for now. I haven't done that domain in a long time. We've got this 17. I'll probably keep that there for a while. May take it up to 20 eventually. I wouldn't say she's a DPS, but she deserves to be. She's one of these supports that deserves to be, I think, invested in quite well. No constellations, and if she doesn't need them, again, there's another thing people keep saying. They need her C6. It's just crazy to me. She's already incredibly powerful. I'm going to demonstrate that in a minute. And at 566, I will get this up to 6. I'm just waiting until tomorrow till the talents become available, and I'll use my resin to get that up to 6, and then I'll probably keep that there because a lot of my characters are all level 6, so I haven't extended them much higher than that. I will do it eventually, but more and things are an issue. So Barbara's got sacrificial fragments again. I've shown my Barbara a lot, but we can go over it quickly. We've got a Gilded Dreams set with generally HP. We've got high crit damage, we've got HP energy recharge, elemental mastery piece, and a crit rate piece on her. Constellation C1, talent 6 again, official again, attributes. Oh, I should have go over Barbara's attributes. I'll go over the attributes at the end. I'll do that at the end. I should have done it before, but whatever. Stringless, Thunder Suva set, nothing too invested here. Should be a bit better set, really. I need to do that domain again, but I haven't really got a reason to, so it kind of works for what it is. Energy recharge, electro damage, crit rate. Quite a few constellations of official. Got C3, talent level 6 on those again, and my Sucrose is probably a bit more unique, where she's got the 1,000 floating dreams, and I didn't know who to give it to initially when I got it, but she's actually worked out fantastic with it. I said this before, if you're to compare it with the sacrificial fragments, to be honest, that's probably better for her massively. It's just because I got this weapon, I've had to try and like wedge it into a team somewhere, and this actually team's ironically been a lot of fun. Whether I'll put this in the title or not, I'm not too sure. I might do, because it's kind of unique, and not many people will have a build like this, but you can put Mappa Mare. I'm sure, I think even on, like, say, Barbara, if you want to keep her with sacrificial fragments, that sort of thing. We've got C2, we've got 666. Did I go over her? I can't remember if I went over these, but I'll go over them again. Crit rate, crit damage, attack, elemental mastery, anemo damage, which people could say have that as elemental mastery again, and elemental mastery again. These are probably my most heavily invested. I've got that at 20. Most of my other units I've only got at like 13, and then just these final pieces I have at 20. But that's just, I'll build it eventually. Oh, we're going a bit slow here. As for the attributes, I'll just go over these now. It could be better. This is just what the RNG has given me on my characters. and I've built them as best as I can, really. There's not much else than that. No hydro damage, obviously, on her. Electro resistance, electro damage, 30. They've all got a nice bit of crit rate. Sucrose is pretty good, about 3000. Yeah, got a lot of Nemo damage. Anyway, I think, as I say, I think a lot of people are just misunderstanding these characters' kit. I don't really get the controversy, basically. I think it's having a lot of fun with them. Don't ask me why I'm here. Came over here and I was like, oh, we can do a video. But we'll go and take on some samurai or something in a second after this. I'm just gonna start here. Everything just dies, basically. And once again, as I showed at the beginning, these aren't really that invested characters. But I've been finding her kit very fun. I initially had Kujo Sara with this Amos bow, because I didn't know who else to put it with, but I've now put her back to Sacrificial, which was on Dana, and my Dana is now Bartholomeus, so it's all had a bit of a swap round with my bow users, and who's using what. So I tend to hit with Sucrose, then I'll come in with Faruzan, and she gets a... yeah, this guy, I just fought one of these, but she gets a cooldown on her charge shot time, so that's why I thought for the extra attack that she gets a buff with. I'll demonstrate her ult as well, actually. I won't do it on this guy, I'll do it on the next guy. But, like, people have been like, her uptime on her ult's not very good. And I'm like, huh? This team hasn't really got a lot of energy recharge, as I just showed. And I find no problem with any of their burst abilities. And, yeah, I just don't know what this is. Because she doesn't scale an energy recharge. So I don't know, unless you're building her with an Emblem of Severed Fate set, I don't know why... I say it might be just Sacramouche mains or something that just want her to be the biggest support she can be. But as I say, I think you're kind of missing out on her kit if that's what people are doing. I mean, this has got to be one of the easiest teams I've built, which is why I'm doing kind of a second video on it. The first video she had a stringless and she was half built, now she's kind of more where she should be. And I'm doing a bit more of a solid demonstration. So we'll go down to the bottom here. And we'll go and take on some samurai. This beach is actually quite fun. It's one of my sort of routes if I want to just do some random sort of testing. This is where I sort of come and there's a final bit. I've marked it, which we'll do at the end. And I'll leave the video there. Around this corner, there's a big group of hilly shells and things that will spawn in every time. It's a lot of fun. So we'll go and do that. Hopefully we don't get one tapped by a samurai, because that might happen. If they like hit me all at the same time, it can kill like my characters. But... So we got her ult. Oh, we got her ult. We can put that down. As I say, I don't think the recharge time on it's bad at all. But I do appreciate it's kind of a bit of a premium team having 2 4-stars with 5-star weapons.
Ready, steady.
Yeah, my barber just took a sword to the face there. Not very good. Man's in the water. This guy. Oh, we got another one over here. See, look, we've got it. Did I already drop it? I don't know. We can drop it again. I'm pretty sure I already dropped it. So we got it back relatively quickly there, in my opinion. The irony, would this team be quicker than a Sacramouche team? It might be, because we're doing more grouping. He's very single target focused. I don't know, I wasn't very impressed with his kit personally. I can see why people are excited about him, but it's a little bit sussy baka.
No rest for the wicked. Another test.
Stand clear. Animal hypostate. I summon. Too late for regrets.
A lot of this for me is I actually basically I actually benched Fischl. And this has been quite nice to use her again like this, really. You probably have a more premium unit in here, like Nico or someone. This has been nice. I kind of hope it's coming across. It's quite easy. It's quite a low effort team when you build them right. And they're good at clearing domains and we've got hot bar for safety factor.
Too late for regrets.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Faruzan, I believe, gives a big damage buff with her burst, so that's I can understand why people want it up all the time. But it just feels to me like as long as you do a couple of charge swirls like this, you'll get plenty of energy back. That it doesn't really matter whatever you do in between.
By royal decree, Animal Test 63
Gonna
have
pop it
fun
now.
with this gift. Dare to mess with me? Stand clear.
Put it again, you can swirl again. If anything, it's sort of having sometimes you want official. I just tried who else? Oh, I've got my
Animal
bloody.
hypostasis.
The big problem with not having the sacrificial fragments is that we've only got 2 swirls, and if you abuse them, then it takes ages on the cooldown for Sucrose. That's kind of the only problem this team's got. And also, same thing with Fischl. If you don't time your skill or your burst correctly, you spam them both at the same time again, you can kind of be waiting a bit for that extra reaction damage. But I put Zhangling in this team before, as I was going to say, and she worked very well for the alternate sort of vaping sort of reactions, if that's what you wanted to do. Probably demonstrate that in a bit. Actually, that might be a bit more
Dare to mess
fun.
with me? Go for odds, reveal thyself.
I might change her out and I'll just
Animal Test 63 are like gears of the storm. Come on, we can do it. Let the show begin. Absorption test.
Yeah, like so. Like now we're waiting on Fischl. I kind of did both of them close together. But see, these guys are kind of annoying with the shields. You can see how easy they take them out. So I'm going to do what I just said, and I'll leave the video when we do this next group around the corner, and I'll use Zhangling wherever she is.
I'll bring my seasonings.
There's another group. Oh, there's some mages. We can go and do the mages, and then yeah, there's a few groups left over here before we get to what I want.
Truth repeats itself, huh?
Ah, there we go. Damn it.
Time.
Yeah, I got 2 fucking good hits on her.
I'll protect us.
No, go away.
Enhanced animal module 75.
I'm gonna have to use food. I don't like using it, but we've taken too much damage, and I haven't paid attention because of the video. I'm trying to be quick here. I don't want to waste too much time. I just want to get my demo on. Problem is now we've lost all the energy she had, so I'm gonna build that all up again.
At the frying pan.
Obviously, people will build are way stronger than this. I've already seen someone flexing that they soloed Azuha, or Azudaha, whatever his name is, with level 9 single normal attacks and level 6 on the other talents. God, this election bot is so ridiculous.
Nice and spicy. Let the show begin.
Most of them are terrible, but the Electro one really does kill me like we did before. I think it's because they stun lock you. Can't do anything about it.
Stand clear. Dare to mess
They
with
just
me.
teleport next to you and stun lock you. You're like, ah, great, thanks a lot.
We'll see about that. Get them. Have fun with this gift. Dare to mess with me?
It's got a rhythm to it. I quite enjoy it. We'll get stuck in over here. Hopefully we don't. He's gone the other side of the map. Standard.
Go, Clark. Out of the frying pan, into the fight.
There we go.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Ready, steady, go.
Maybe I could have saved that, but
We'll see about that.
now we can't even see what's going on. We can pop her off.
Dare to mess with me? Wretched dastard!
Yep.
Animal test 6308. Let's dance. Nice and spicy. You're toast. Absorption test.
As we can see, everything's kind of turned up here.
Ha! Have fun with this gift. Too late for regrets.
You can kind of see everything just kind of died. Some issues I've had with this team, the biggest thing has been when I was collecting materials for, there was a Mirror Maiden, I believe a Hydra Mirror Maiden, and Geo Patui, and they were incredibly annoying to kill with this team, and I was using the official setup, so I'm sure if you used jangling in that setup, it would be the complete opposite. That would be fine. That would be the alternate team you would need for that. But if you enjoyed this video, if it helped you, please leave a like. I say this is just my sort of average account. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, subscribe. Bye.